Good morning, everyone. This is SMD Mazharul Haq, Assistant Professor, Deputy Department, IS Engineering College. I am dealing the subject utilization of electric energy for third years and final years of Deputy Department. And the topic today is about electric welding. In the previous class, we have studied about the electric arc furnace, where the type of arc furnace and how much temperature is required for melting the metal and how the metal is collected. And today we will study about the electric welding, where electric welding also required high temperature or heat, that is to be welded two metals. How the welding process is done, we will see now. So let's begin. Before beginning, we will see the outline of this presentation today. Electric welding process, the advantages of electric welding and disadvantages of electric welding will be dealt. And next is different types of electric welding process. In that, resistance welding and arc welding. In that resistance welding, you are having butt welding, flash butt welding and projection welding. And coming to the arc welding, metallic arc welding, carbon arc welding, atomic hydrogen welding, shielded arc welding. So popularly this resistance welding is being used, and lastly we will compare this AC and DC welding. So what is an electric welding? Electric welding is defined as that branch of welding in which electric current is used to produce the large amount of heat required for joining together two pieces of metal. So whenever we want to join two pieces of metal, we require a large amount of heat produced. How this heat is produced? By passing a electric current. Heavy electric current is passed through some material, then large amount of heat required for joining together the two pieces of metal is called as electric welding. As we have seen a number of applications of electrical welding in our daily life, we will be having an idea about welding, how the welding is done. So firstly we will mention the advantages of electric welding. Electric welding has a number of advantages, like welding operation is very speedy, like you can do the welding in a minutes. Okay, it is reliable and accurate, means whenever you are doing a welding, if the metal is properly welded, it is more reliable and it will stay long for longer period of time. And it is having a good quality also. It is suitable for mass production, and also no skilled worker is required to carry out the welding. And also we will see that it is very neat and clean process and does not produce any pollution. That is the main thing. It is a neat and clean process which does not have any gases released and cause pollution to the atmosphere. And no specific workplace is required, and welding can be carried out as wherever we require. And maintains composition of metals. Like homogeneous and uniform welding is possible, and it is economic welding than other forms of welding. So this electric welding is economic than other forms of welding, where we require only the current to pass through this particular metal to generate the heat, and that heat is being used to weld two metals. Disadvantages of electric welding. What are the disadvantages of electric welding? Some limitations of electric welding are, it often needs internal inspection, and some welding depends on human factor. These are the only disadvantages. No disadvantages are mentioned, more disadvantages are mentioned. Only it requires that the proper inspecting of the material is done, and proper thing is checked, and also this depends upon the human intervention. Now we will study about different types of electric welding process. How many types of electric welding process are there? So we will have electric welding into two types: resistance welding and electric arc welding. Resistance welding and electric arc welding. Here the butt welding, flash welding, spot welding as well as projection welding is being discussed. And electric arc welding, the metallic arc welding, carbon arc welding, atomic hydrogen welding and shielded arc welding is the type of electric arc welding. So electric arc welding is divided into two types, that is resistance welding and electric arc welding, and both are having the classifications like this mentioned. Here are four types, and here also there are four types of welding process. What is resistance welding? Resistance welding is that process in which heavy current is made to pass through the joint to be welded. Suppose you are welding a joint, welding, and that process requires heavy current. So this heavy current is made to pass through the joint to be welded. So now we will see this heavy current generates enough heat because of relatively high resistance of the contact point. So at the contact point, if there is a high resistance, then what happens is the heavy current generates enough heat because of the high resistance, and high resistance means the enough heat is produced there. So that contact point will have more heat, and that heat is used to weld two metals. This heat is called as I square R loss. This melts the metal and causes fusion at the point of contact. Why it is meant by fusion means these metals, two metals cause fusion and they will be joined together. Like you will be seeing the metals will be fusion and also they will be attached to each other. So we will see what is this butt welding. In the resistance welding we have this butt welding. So see here in this figure represents the butt welding. In the butt welding we are seeing here that AC supply is being given to the this particular contacts, and it is having a primary and secondary. In this primary and secondary windings you are having a welding transformer. Welding transformer is used here because we require to step up or step down the supply. In this type of welding, two metals to be joined are kept close together like this. These two metals are joined and kept closed together and fitted in the copper electrode holder as shown in the figure. So if you see this figure, you will be observing that these workpiece is present here, and these are water cooled electrodes, and the pressure is applied from the top side, and this workpiece is mentioned here, and these particular things are being joined. These particular things are being joined with the help of the current passing through the joint. So current is passed through the joint, and due to resistance of joint, heat is produced and reaches the melting point. At the same time, the pressure is also applied in this direction. Then joint gets upset, and welded pressure is kept till the joint gets cooled down. So this pressure is kept till this particular joint gets cooled down. The pressure is applied because whenever the joint gets attached, then only the pressure should be removed. In other words, if it is cooled down, then only the pressure should be removed. Till then the pressure should be kept so that the joint is perfect. Flash butt welding. In this type of welding, two metal pieces to be joined are not kept in close contact like butt welding. Here they are not kept in close contact but are kept in loose contact. How they are kept in loose contact we can see in the 4.3 figure here. So primary winding is there, secondary winding is there, as same the welding transformer is also placed, and you require here fixed plate, and here workpiece is placed here. Workpiece means whichever you are joining, and movable plates. This is a movable plate, and this is electrode clamps, and this is nothing but the arc that is produced here. So you see that this movable plate is there, as well as for this secondary you are connecting this particular movable plate, you are connecting the secondary winding, and you are having a fixed plate. This is the fixed plate and this is the movable plate. Now you can see that this movable plate will be moving towards this particular direction here, so that the particular flash welding is done, and therefore the workpiece is being welded with the help of the particular flash butt welding. When current is passed due to loose contact, air in between gets ionized. We know that why arc is produced. When a high current is passed through any loose contact here, the arc is produced because of the ionization of the air and forms a spark here. Both metal ends are heated to melting point by this spark. Then pressure is applied to close them, and welding takes place for this workpiece. Due to flash, unevenness of joint is removed and strong weld results here. So we can see that the workpiece will be workpiece will be there, where you are applying the arc may make the two things to be welded. So here before welding it will be like this, and after welding it will be having this particular joints. It is joint like this. So before welding there is a gap, that is arc is produced in between, and therefore you will be having a, after welding this will be like joint like this. So spot welding, what is spot welding? This type of welding is employed generally for overlapping joints. Like overlapping joints are there, and two metal sheets are overlapped and two sharp copper electrodes are kept at the place where welding is required as shown. So you have a transformer here, here the pressure is maintained, as well as plates that are to be welded are kept like this, and there are the clamp adjustments, and from here what you do is you will be welding this by a process called spot welding. You can see that this is a sharp type of metals that are being pressed towards these plates, and the plates are to be welded. The two metal sheets are overlapped, these are overlapped one upon the other, and the two sharp copper electrodes are kept at a place where welding is required, and this spot welding will be having like this, where this sharp particular metal or this particular thing will make a spot welding there. By joining these two metals, this is called as a spot welding. Okay. By this clamp we can adjust the tightness, or we can adjust the pressure of this particular two slabs of welding. Here we will have this like this type of holes that spots we will be having, where the spot welding is done like this. What is a projection welding? It is modified form of spot welding. So we have spin spot welding, and what is projection welding? In this type of welding, electrodes are made flat and hollow. Like you can see that the electrodes are present here, and these electrodes will have flat and hollow. Before welding two metal sheets, projections are created on one piece by means of press. Like this metal will have some projections. So you can see that it is uneven. Like some projection is created here, but these projections are mentioned here. There is unevenness, and there is a workpiece already mentioned here. This workpiece is a parallel plate like thing, and here what you do is the moving plate, this is a moving plate, and this is the fixed plate here. So what you do is you will be applying the pressure here. Before welding the two metal sheets, projections are created on one piece by means of press. During welding, current passes only through projections. These projections the current passes, and welding is carried out at a projections only, as shown in this figure. If you see this, the welding is done only at the projections only. We will have this projection welding. Why? Because the projection, wherever the projection is there only we require the welding process. Okay. What is the electric arc welding? So this type of welding is more popular in industries. Arc welding name is given as the arc is used as source of heat to weld the two things. In this process of welding, arc is struck between the joint of two metal pieces and electrode. So electrode first brought together in contact with two metal pieces that are to be joined, and then pulled away by 2 or 4 millimeters. As a result, arc is struck between them. Air between electrode and metal joint gets ionized and becomes conductive, and arc is struck. So we can see that this arc is struck between the two metals. When these metals produce some arc, and this electric arc may be used for electric welding process. To sustain the arc voltage required about 20 volts, while current is the range of 2000 to 3000 amperes, and the arc temperature is around 3000 degrees to 5000 degrees centigrade. So next is metal arc welding. What is a metal arc welding? Metal arc welding has a large utility. Means it is used in many places, like it is mainly used for mechanical maintenance work, and as shown in this figure, the same metal rod is used for welding the two metal pieces. The metal rod is made positive, and workpiece to be welded is made negative. Metal rod itself melts and as a filter metal for fill the joint cavity. So both types of supply, AC or DC, can be used for metal arc welding, and for AC supply voltage is kept between 70 to 100 volts, while for DC it is kept for 50 to 60 volts. In this type of welding, only disadvantage is the arc blow. So you can see here this particular thing where you are having this electrodes, flux coating is there, and the gaseous seal, arc is produced here, arc stream. this is the base metal, and this is the weld metal and the slag coating. Okay. Carbon arc welding. In this type of welding, electrode is of carbon and the polarity of supply is chain as that in metal arc welding. So workpiece is made positive and electrode made negative. If the electrode made positive, then carbon particles make the joint brittle. So separate filler metal is required to fill up the joint cavity. A cavity means it is an empty space. So this type of welding is carried out by two ways, using flux and without using the flux. Flux is used in form of paste or powder, either of silicon or of phosphorus. Flux nothing but it is some electric lines of force. We can say not magnetic flux here, it is the electric lines of force. So normally flux is used for non-ferrous metal welding and flux is not required for ferrous metal welding. So we make a point here that normally flux is used for non-ferrous metal welding, it is not required for ferrous metal welding. As we have discussed about the carbon arc welding, this is the figure of carbon arc welding, where you have this welding process, and this is the insulated handle and welding cable is present here. This is the carbon electrode, and whenever the arc is produced here, this particular welding process is done, and this welding may make the joint to be very stable here. These two pieces are joined and forms a L shape here. Next is the atomic hydrogen welding. In this type of welding, arc is not struck between electrodes. Unlike other types of arc welding, arc is not struck between the electrodes and workpiece, but it is struck between the tungsten electrode in the vicinity of hydrogen gas around electrode and arc. So in the vicinity of means in the presence of hydrogen gas around electrode and the arc, this is the electric arc is struck between tungsten electrode and the vicinity of hydrogen gas around electrode. Therefore, due to high temperature of arc, hydrogen gas is converted in form of atomic hydrogen. This atomic hydrogen passes through welding chamber and it again comes to molecular form, emitting large amount of heat, and total amount of heat reaches about 4,000 degrees centigrade. And this heat is utilized for fusion welding. So welding is done in the atmosphere of hydrogen, makes the joint free from oxygen and nitrogen. And also the filler of same material is used. So atomic hydrogen welding. This atomic hydrogen welding here, it is unlike the other types of arc welding. It is the workpiece electric arc welding is different and atomic hydrogen welding is different. So we have seen this particular thing, where is a filler rod, carbon electrode, arc flame, and a pool of molten metal. Okay, this is the setting of this particular thing. And shielded arc welding. All these arc weldings are nothing but they are used to produce the arc and melt the two metals. In this process, molten metal is protected from action of atmosphere by an envelope of chemically reducing inert gas. Due to some chemical reactions, metal becomes weak, brittle and corrosion resistance. Thus, several methods of shielding have been developed. So, simplest is the use of a flux coating on electrode, which in addition to producing a slag which floats on the top of molten metal and protects it from atmosphere and produce an envelope of inert gas around arc, and the weld is shown in the figure, this figure. So, if you see this figure, you are having this particular base metal and you are having a pool of molten metal, and your weld metal is there, slag coating is there, flux coating and electrode. Already we have seen this one. So depending upon this particular shielded arc welding, simplest form of flux coating in addition to production slag, which floats on top of molten metal and protect from atmosphere and produce an envelope of inert gas around arc, and the weld is shown here. So it is nothing but shielded process where the welding is done, or we can say the cover is there here, gaseous shield, where it made the electric welding suitable. Now coming to the comparison of AC and DC welding. If you see the AC and DC welding comparison, the efficiency of the transformer is 80 to 85%. And when you come to DC welding, the efficiency of motor generator set is 60 to 65% only. And when come to AC welding, zero current wise in each complete cycle. Uniform temperature during entire process is required. So in the AC welding, equipment cost is low, and in the DC welding, equipment cost is high. In the AC welding, the less space is required, and here more space as compared to AC system is required. Here use of intermittent current reduces energy consumption, and continuous use of DC generator set cost more. So DC welding cost is more compared to AC welding cost because of the DC generator. And another one is that it is having a coated electrode in AC welding, and here in DC welding we are having both coated and uncoated electrodes can be used. So speedy welding work can be done by AC, and normal working speed is done by the DC welding process. So here which is having the more efficiency? AC welding, and which is requiring DC supply is having very less efficiency, and also cost is high because we require a DC generator, and also we require this particular coated and uncoated electrodes can be used here, and we should maintain uniform temperature during entire process, and also having normal working speed. So comparatively AC welding is good than DC welding. So students, we have seen today about the electric welding, types of electric welding, and in that resistance welding and arc welding. Mainly you are having here resistance welding only, and arc welding also should be learned because the arc welding is also there in the electric welding process. So in the resistance welding and arc welding, we are also dealing about comparison of the AC and DC welding also. This is a important thing, the distinguish of this AC welding and DC welding. Okay, and here it is discussed that AC welding is more efficient than the DC welding. So students, I would like to end my class here, and we will continue in the next class. Thank you.